bitch.
Always been judged for my sentence. Cross me out, no forgiveness. You know I got love for my sinners. Point a handle at me for a mention. I'll mention others pen and bleed the venom. Independent venom minutes is a sentimental thought. Hit my mental age, simple, keep it simple. So I'll pimp it, popping off like a pimple. Off the chain like a pimple. No box, got a fist full of issue.
If I diss you, man, I won't miss you. Bringing out a whole magazine's not an issue. Coming to the end, just reload the clip. Never writ, take it L, cause the M's don't fit you. Spaz when I pull out the pen if I ever want.
YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you guys. I am super excited to see this. Tom MacDonald, Dirty Money, his newest release, just dropped a few days ago on the YouTubeage. This is a request that was sent in by Angela. Thank you so much for the request, Angela. I really appreciate the support. Means the world to me. As you guys can see, we are currently live on Twitch doing some live reactions. And yeah, if you guys want to be part of these live streams in the future, go down to the link in the description. Go follow the Twitch channel. We'd love to have you. It's a good time. Yeah, let's check it out.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash.
Well, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to keep this thing shut. I'm gonna try. Every single time. He just says what I'm thinking but don't want to say, you know? Not because I'm trying to, like, not offend somebody, or I think I've made it pretty clear. Not super worried about that. It's just, I don't know. I don't have the energy to get into certain arguments. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this once. Just listen. Just listen really closely to what this man's saying here.
More noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your. They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning. Then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get.
Oh, this is really hard.
Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make
Super dope visual, by the way. That's really clean. That looks really clean. Very dirty, but clean. What?
by insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, Angela. I'm not. It's just not. You guys know me by now. I can't. Once it starts, it's just like there's no shut off.
Us down. Dirty money.
And the reality is, I'm not talking to the right people anyways. Nobody is. Tom isn't. That's the reality. The people that are willing to listen already know everything he's saying is true. That's the reality. So you're not talking to the right people anyways, because the people that you're trying to talk to and trying to point these things out to, they nope, la 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 la, nope, they're not going to hear it. Absolutely not going to hear it. So there's no point. I have learned that in a very short amount of time, and listen, hey, lesson learned. I'm going to move on with my life. No sense in me putting a bunch of energy and talking about something that the people that need to hear it aren't going to listen anyways. They're, you know, I don't know how much more blatant, how much more obvious a lot of these things could be, and it's right in your face. Literally, they don't hide it at all. And yet, people still just, no. Yeah, like I said, not getting into it.
Dirty money.
Oh, they need to hear it, Kevin. Absolutely agree. My point is, the people that do need to hear it aren't going to listen. As soon as you start talking about something that they refuse to acknowledge, they're just going to click off the video. There's no point.
Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence. A U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations, we have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
The champion, if you champion the crumbs, then that's all you'll be given.
We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given.
It's just so obvious. It makes me so mad. It really does. It makes me so mad. I just don't, you know, I try to be open-minded. I just love people. I do. I just love people. I feel anybody that believes certain things, anybody that is all hung up on a certain thing, they got there for a reason. And it's likely a good reason. They got there because they feel passionately about something that led them to that belief, something that led them to that place, to that headspace. So I try to be very open-minded, hear their side first, and then try to put what's really going on in the friendliest, most non-threatening way possible. But like I said, the reality, it's just some people, it's just discouraging. It's discouraging to even talk about. The percentage of people that are actually willing to listen with an open mind and go into a conversation or a debate about any of these things, actually willing to maybe change the way they see some of these things and change what they support and actually let some truth, just change what it is that offends them or whatever it is. The percentage of people that are willing to do that, it's not a big number. It's not a big number.
Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel the vision. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money.
you get why that line hit me though, right? If you champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs you'll be given. If they see enough people, and not just enough people, but the right people, okay? The right people, and they are absolutely picking these things, picking these storylines to light fire to. They are picking them based on, you ready for it? I'm not saying this, just look at the TV. Just look at the TV. They pick these things by skin color, by religion, by sexual preference, by whatever it is. If they see enough of the right people get upset about something, they will pour so much gas on that. Because if you're going to champion the crumbs, dude, you can have all the crumbs in the world. You can have all the crumbs in the world. And I mean, you see what the White House looks like in this visual that Tom put in this video. Yeah.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money, 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 money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Nova's getting really good with these videos. Huge shout out to Nova, man. Huge shout out to Tom. Huge shout out to the Hangover Gang. Huge shout out to everybody that supports this man and what he does. Massive shout out to Tom for continuing to be relentless in his mission to put out truth and to try. I'm burnt out of trying. He doesn't care. He's just going to keep doing what he's doing and just kind of let the people feel how they feel. I respect the ever-living hell out of that. The last thing I'm going to say about this, you guys have heard me talk about, it's absolutely wild to me. I think way too much. I think the Grays make that pretty evident. I'm a thinker, man. I just think a lot about things, about life, about what life has become. He just said the dollar runs our lives until we die. In the big picture, it was not that long ago when you were born and you just lived your life. Like, you lived your life learning from your parents on how to survive, on how to make a life for yourself, how to just live. How did we get here? We are born. We're in school before we can even remember. It's a grind all the way through school. As soon as you get out of school, you either go to more school or, like me, you go right to work. I mean, you're still a kid, and there you are. You work. And these days, the way it's set up now, unless you go into a trade or a certain profession that you end up doing very well, the percentage of people that are going to be able to retire before life is spent in a chair of some sort, that number is scary low. Also, it's just wild to me how quickly we have gone from life being this thing where you are actually living to all of a sudden, really, when you think about it, very quickly, we are born and we chase cut down trees to live. I mean, we kill ourselves. We literally just age at 100 times the normal pace because of the stress of this paper. Ugh. Maybe someday I'll just fall in line and just stop caring about it. I don't know. I almost wish I could, because it would be a lot less stressful. It'd be a lot less infuriating. Like my parents, my parents are, and people my age, a lot of us, our parents or us, are the first generation where retire. I don't know if I'm going to be able to retire. My mom said that to me a couple years ago. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I mean, I can't see me retiring. I don't know how I would. Dude, she has done very well for herself. Didn't go to college. She got into the banking world, and she's done very well for herself. She has worked her tail off her entire life. Doesn't know if she's going to be able to retire? It's really sad, you know? It's really so many people. I don't know. I don't know how people just, well, yeah, that's the way it is, you know? Man up. Man up. Like, who cares that this is your life? Put your boots on and go kill yourself and get some of that paper so that you can give it to those guys, so that you can have a place to lay down. It's pretty sick. It's pretty wild. I told you, man. Here we are. Almost flirting with 20 minutes here. And I tried really hard not to get into it. But I don't know. I just don't know how we got here so quickly. And there's a percentage of people that are just sitting up there. I picture it like one of those cartoons, you know, just sitting up there and just kind of have that evil laugh and have absolutely zero care in the world because they don't have to. Like, their money isn't a thing that they think about. They don't have to think about it. Literally. Whatever. Money? Here, this little plastic thing. Just, that's my money. Just, you know. There's nothing I can do, nothing I can need that this little plastic thing doesn't take care of for me. Can you imagine? I do believe in what Tom does wholeheartedly. I love it. I hope he continues doing it. I know he will. I hope the right people start to listen. I hope more and more of the right people start to listen, because it's more than money. They're double dipping from you. If you're buying into some of these narratives and you're really spending your days so upset and feeling so offended because of some of these narratives that they pour gas on, they're double dipping from you. They got you chasing your tail for that paper I've been ranting about. And all the time that you're not doing that is spent on, all the time and energy that you're not doing the tail chasing is spent on being infuriated and offended and upset about something that it's just not what you think it is. So, yeah, you know, the chances of a single person still listening to this that doesn't agree with all of us already, I would be floored if there's one. I would be floored. But that's why we do this, I guess, just in case there is one, you know? I don't know, man. I really appreciate it, Angela. Thank you for the request. Thank you for the support. All of you guys. If you enjoyed that, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the bell. Go support Tom. He's growing pretty quickly. He's flirting with 4 million subscribers. That's awesome. I absolutely love to see it. That just, to me, means more and more people are hearing what he's talking about. Again, I just get hung up on, are they the people that already agree with him? I would wager 99.7% of them, yeah, they already agreed with him before they heard his music, and then they heard it and they went, yeah, that's how I feel. This dude's awesome. That's how it works. Because those other 0.3% of people, they just, as soon as they hear the topic or the tone of voice and that you don't agree with them, get that away from me. Ugh. Anyways, I love you guys, man. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for all of the support. If you guys want to be part of these live streams, we have a ton of fun together. I really recommend go down to the link in the link tree, in the description of the video, rather. It is a link tree link. Go follow the Twitch so that you know when we go live. Make sure you're subscribed to the tube. Thanks again, Angela. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe out there. Peace out. Saucy fam.
For the game, you just gotta burn your soul and sign your letters for the fame. I don't glorify the violence, but I know I'm dealing harm. Knowledge is a weapon, so I'm out here dealing arms. Yeah.
I've been feeling like I ain't high yet. Still I'm on this jet back in my ledge. They tell me know my role or get silence. Whoa, I'm a survivor. Spiral down, I sink so low. Falling down, I'm on my own. Falling down, I'm all alone. Crashing through the